My daughter developed this bump on her foot. She has not been treated in months from Children's Hospital. I don't know if y'all can see it, but that's pretty much see it as it is. It's from the bottom side of it. Got her feet. This been that way for months, and they have not done anything about it. And I asked them about that bump on her foot, and they've not done anything about that bump. Look at my daughter's feet. I'm gonna try to look at something. This is my daughter's arm, where they stuck her many times. My daughter's other arm. Little hands. It's my daughter's other hand. This is the tube where sludge-like stuff comes out of it. I've taken pictures of it. The sludge stuff coming out of my daughter's tube. This is her stomach. It's hard right now, so I can press into it. And you can even see my fingerprints when I press down. It is really, really hard. You can see it. You can see it moving. It's hard. It's really tough to touch. See the scar on her stomach? They still have not explained to me why she has a deep scar on her stomach. That's been ever since last year. I've asked many times as to why that she has this scar right here. They won't tell me. When, I don't know. This is her stomach. This is her thing draining down in her stomach right here. Right there. This is my daughter. This is her chest area support. And that's around her neck. You can see. That's around her neck. You can see. I see her eyes. Eyes. I see. She is literally shedding tears. I don't think she can. Her face is all swollen. You can see it in her eyes right here. Face swollen. Mouth. Mouth. So, pressure going up right here. 91, 1/65. Yeah, I can see that. 64. Right here. See, by her pure wipes. You can see. Her stomach is hard. I made the nurse stop her feeds. It's a feed bag. Because it was still regular pumping while she was having her this high blood pressure and this high heart rate. While she's having a high heart rate, this pump was still pumping this milk into her. So, you know how a person is when they are having complications and regular having been fed this particular milk as nutrition for feeds. I just don't think. I don't think when a person is not sleeping. Well, not sleeping, but I don't think when a person is sleeping that this milk here should be pumping 24 hours a day. It should not be pumping 24 hours a day. The pump is set almost at 100. It is, I can show you out right here. Oh, they done turned the pump off, okay. But it was set around like 90 something pumps per minute or per second or whatever. that was being pumped into my daughter. Sorry for that. Just wanted to show y'all. This is the spot where we cut her hair. Right here, she has a metal plate. Her hair is growing in nicely. Spot all the way around and cut her all the way around that way. Come on, Kia. Yo, wake up, baby girl. Wake up, baby girl. Her eyes are black looking. Wake up, baby girl. Kia. I don't know what's going on, but I hope I don't. I'm praying to God I don't lose my daughter. Over this, they're supposed to come back with bring an MRI scan for her, and they're also supposed to come back and they're supposed to give her EKG. They're supposed to put on an EKG machine to see what kind of seizures she's having. She's having these seizures. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, I got allergies. But cover my mouth. But she's having these seizures due to not the kind of seizures that you would think she would have, but she's having them in her sleep right now. And there's nothing being done other than nurse coming here giving her a little medication. As far as that goes, I'm still waiting to see if they're gonna come back in here and give me more results. They said she was up talking the last night while I was at work, and she was up doing pretty good, and then all of a sudden around 11 o'clock they stated that she went to sleep, and she's been asleep ever since 11 something. She's been asleep. And also the nurse stated that she that she got real stiff when she tried to take her vitals last night. So she became real stiff and did not say she don't think she wanted her vitals to be taken, and I don't know. It's just, I see my daughter laying there twitching. Looks like she's twitching. Man. And I just want my daughter to get well and to come home. And I want my daughter to do well and get well and to come home. They doctors play a lot. They play around with her medicine every time they change her medicines, or they, like they went back to the Keppra. The Keppra started making her more sleepy, and the Keppra started causing her to be what they call it. Can't think of the name of it. To be less responsive. That's what the Keppra did. And she was more responsive on the other medicine, the other seizure medicine. And I can't think of the name of it right now, but it'll come to me. And when she was on that seizure medication, they said that they said that her platelets has dropped and stuff, but her platelet had dropped before. She's always had a problem with platelets dropping, and as soon as she started doing well and started doing good and getting out of bed and standing up on her own like she was before, some weeks ago, like last month sometime, they switched her medication and changed her back to Keppra all of a sudden, and then she started doing poorly, and she still continued to do poorly. Just last night, and until today, things had changed. she still had this rash on her bottom. She's had this rash on her bottom for like the last 3 weeks. Now, going on 4 weeks now since she came out the ICU. Since she was in room 709, and they rolled her to special care. She had a catheter in. She's been having problems peeing and boo booing, stuff like that. She's been having problems with that, peeing and using the bathroom. After she had the catheter taken out here on the 8th floor, they shoved the in and out catheter in her, saying they needed a sample of pee from her, and saying they didn't want the sample to get infected, and they shoved another catheter in her, in and out catheter, to try to get this sample of pee, from her, and she started hurting worse after that. Her pee became worse, her boo-boo became worse, from using the bathroom and stuff like that. And I know for a fact those catheters hurt. Them catheters ain't no fun. They hurt. Because I've had catheters before. And anytime you have catheter, you have a lot of burning, pee, stinging, urination. You can have infections due to the catheter. And they claim like they didn't want to do, and they didn't want to rescan her for an infection. So instead they took MRI, and they took a picture of her belly and this and that, and and I don't call that looking for infection. If she got infection and it spread to some of her organs, like her kidneys or her livers or something like that, how do you know just by taking a picture that it's going to spread like that, instead of actually testing? And they were talking about they didn't want to cause her any more pain and this and that, but you already caused her pain. Now you're trying to cover up and use that as an excuse not to do her test, because you don't want to discover what you think it is. Yeah. What y'all finna do now?
I'm just stopping her Ativan.
Stopping her Ativan?
Yeah, it's done, so I'm gonna finish it up and then headlock her line. I was just trying to hurry up and get it in because when she goes to MRI, she can't take anything with her, like no pole or anything like that, because you can't have metal in the MRI machine.
Oh.
So I was just trying to get it in before we had to go down there. I'm out of breath because I ran off.
Mm-hmm. Dang, her stomach is like really, really hard. It's like hard.
It has been hard since I had her or got here on Saturday.
Yeah, I know it was hard last week too.
Yeah.
I think it's all the fluids and the stuff they pumping in her. She's retaining too many fluids. That's what I think. She don't have her eyes open, do she? No.
She does not.
Are they finna roll her down now, or?
No, we are still waiting on MRI to call us and tell us they're ready for her.
Okay.